Lieutenant General Sebastian Detunga, the Inspector General of the Namibian Police. Good evening, Inspector General, and welcome to Talk of the Nation.
Good evening, Madam.
Secondly, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Emmanuel Kotlatso Tswana, the Commissioner of the Lesotho Police Force. Good evening. Did I do justice to your surname?
Yes, you did.
Very good. And welcome to Talk of the Nation, sir.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
And then we also have Inspector General Ernest Mangu from the Tanzanian Police Force. Good evening, Inspector General, and welcome to Talk of the Nation.
Thank you.
We'll start by asking the question, Inspector General as the host, Lieutenant General Sebastian Detunga as the host here in Namibia. I'd like to hear from you first and foremost. Can you kindly provide us with a background in regards to this organization, its aims and objectives?
Thank you, Hilda, and thank you, the listeners, in this Monday evening. SAPCO, the concept emanated at a place called Mananga in Swaziland in 1994. And lastly, SAPCO was born at Victoria Fall in Zimbabwe. And Namibia hosted in the same year the first AGM of SAPCO. I participated also in the conceptualization of SAPCO and Mananga in that year that I have mentioned. And the idea was, why are we fighting crime in SADC region in isolation? Mm-hmm. If our aims and objective is to protect lives and properties and the aspiration of democracy in our region, why can't we come up with the organization that coordinates our activities in the fight against crime, particularly cross-border crime?
Yes.
Criminals, they commit crime in one country and they hide in another country. How to avoid our country become a hideout of criminals. Therefore, we needed an organization that can coordinate all our regional activities, either training, prevention, investigation, or detection of crime. And therefore, we came up with the idea of creating that organization. And that is today we are with this robust organization, and that is SAPCO. The aim is to ensure that we prevent crime, we investigate or detect crime, we conduct joint operations, joint investigations in SAPCO regions. Since the aim is integration of SADC, the SADC is becoming a more smaller and smaller village in our region. What affects Maseru,
yes,
affects Dar es Salaam,
yes,
what affects Dar es Salaam affects Luanda, mm-hmm, or affects Windhoek. And so therefore, that was the aim and objective of coming up with the organization of police chiefs, where we sit every year, we coordinate, we assess our operations, and then we see what are the challenges, how can we overcome those challenges. Of course, we have support from our government and the states.
Very good. So what I hear you say, you talk about a spirit of collectivism, mm-hmm, a spirit of cooperation, doing things together. I'd like to specifically hear from you, Inspector General Mangu from Tanzania. How is this institution, this organization, SAPCO, organized so that at the end of the day we deliver to the aims, the goals and the aims of crime-free?
Thank you, Madam. After we realized that the criminals have no borders now.
Yes.
But we as countries, we still had our physical borders. So it was really difficult to fight these criminals who were traveling from one country to another. So we decided to form an organization to organize ourselves to remove those borders so that we can pursue these criminals from one country to another. And what we are doing is that we do joint operation together to pursue these criminals. For example, if the motor vehicle is stolen from Dar es Salaam, maybe it is taken to Windhoek. We are now able to follow it to Windhoek and return it back to Dar es Salaam and get the suspect or the culprit, take them to court, and then that is has sent a very strong message to criminals now that they cannot hide in this region.
Yes.
We are doing so in different countries which are neighboring us, something which was not possible before the SAPCO was formed. So we have managed to a very big extent to deal with these criminals.
Very good. Shared intelligence, shared networks, and also then I want to ask you, when this organization was established, SARCO, many of its member states were facing political uphill. How do you organize yourselves in the midst of that?
Really, since SAPCO was established, I can assure you that the cooperation is doing very well. And as they indicated that criminals have no boundaries, they have no geographical boundaries. Like for instance, in Lesotho, we are having challenges. You know, they will commit criminal offenses in Lesotho and they hide in South Africa. But because of SAPCO working together, this cooperation, now it is very easy to return them back to Lesotho. And they do the same. In South Africa, they hide in Lesotho. And even our neighbors like Botswana and others, now, because of this cooperation, really, we have worked hard to enhance the rule of law within our region.
Yes.
And this is an indication and a message to the criminals that really they will have no space in our region.
I hear that loud and
Yes,
clear.
exactly.